personal joys. Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello, and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the Newlydeads. And I just wanted to take a peek here at what I was writing about this week's episode. Yes. We watched a movie, and now we're going to talk about it. We watched Boggy Creek this week.
Not to be confused with The Legend of Boggy Creek or any of the other Boggy Creek sequels. It is a
independent film.
But it's supposedly a spiritual sequel to the other.
Yeah, because they actually mention stuff in it.
The other, yeah. It does mention being kind of tied together in a way, but that was maybe in the featurette we watched. I don't know.
Yes.
But in case you are not familiar, this is Bailey, and Shaggy just walked up by. We do record in our home, as my lovely wife was probably going to tell you in a minute. I'm cutting her off at the pass. So you may see our dogs wandering in and out of the frame, and this guy will not move the entire thing.
I feel like my microphone's just like flopping around all over.
Flopping around?
Sorry about that.
Don't want to be flopping around.
Yes. But yeah, like he said, we do record in our home, and if this is your first time watching, we do have some criteria for what we do. So the first thing is the movie that we watch needs to be under $5. It needs to be a sci-fi, thriller, or horror genre. And it needs to be something we've never watched before.
And
that's pretty much it. Because the other one doesn't really make any sense.
Whether we find it in the wild?
Yeah, because like we also get it gifted to us. Sometimes we rent it. Like it's not always in the wild.
He made it through.
Smart.
Shaggy usually goes behind and can't get out, but today he did it.
Yay.
Good job.
Good job, dog. He's proud of himself. All right. Also, we did turn this into a podcast. So if you also want to listen to this, you're welcome to. If you're listening to it, you want to watch it, we're on Hingler Television right now and on YouTube, which is that's where they
post it. Yeah, on their YouTube channel.
On their YouTube channel. So, yeah.
And if you want to find information about that, I will post it on our Facebook page. So just look up the Newlydeads on Facebook, and all the information will be there. Or if you would like to find us.
You can contact us at thenewlydeads.com for all of your spooky needs.
And if you want to email us, you can email us at
contact@thenewlydeads.com.
Easy enough.
Nice.
All right. So what do we watch this week?
This week we watched Boggy Creek. Which I kind of mentioned in the beginning. This is an interesting little find. I'm going to read the synopsis and then we will. What?
I was just going to say, as usual, thank you, Anne, for the film.
This is an Anne film.
And just so you all know, we went out on Father's Day, and we have restocked the big box of fun with a bunch of new titles. Just so happens that the one for next week ended up still being an Anne title. Anne has just taken over the channel, which is good with us. She's got a lot of good content.
Yes.
But there is a whole bunch of new stuff.
He found it at a local, I guess it's like a flea market, antique kind of place called Hidden Treasures.
Put the address here. If you're in the Rockford area and you want a good place to go that is not Angela's Attic, there you go.
Yep.
Great place.
We also like Angela's Attic.
Oh, yeah. That's our go-to spot. But this place has got a lot of cool stuff. And this time especially, it was pretty jam full of some.
Yeah, he found a bunch of good ones. And whoever's booth it was like 70% off. So he got them for a low price of low.
And we also went to the late night
flea market
and found something at a booth there that is really cool. Like it's going to change things up nicely.
He also got to meet Fred Williamson,
which I'll post the picture here of that event that has happened. Thanks to my lovely wife.
They usually do it once a year, I think. It's like in Belvedere. It's the Boone County like late night flea market or something like that.
Goes till midnight.
Yeah, they've got a bunch of like spooky kind of stuff. Because it's like it's all like the vendors that like to come out at night. They also have regular flea market-y, antique-y kind of like wears and tears.
But they usually have at least one celebrity to glad hand while you're there and get photos and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
And this year it was Fred Williamson. We didn't know it until we got there. And I'm like, what's all the From Dusk Till Dawn stuff doing up there?
Yeah, and then he's like looking over there and he's like, that looks like Fred Williamson. And I was like,
is Fred
Yeah. And then he went up and he was like meeting him, and and I'm just like sitting there, and I can see clearly that he was a football player,
Kansas City.
from Kansas City. He's from Kansas City, so I'm
am.
like,
As are my
he's
kids.
from Kansas City. And as soon as I said that, Fred Williamson was like, "All right," like he just lit up. Before he was just like, "Yeah, it's X amount of dollars for a photo."
He went in to give me the secret Kansas City handshake, and
Joel
just
kinda
showed me his Super Bowl ring, and
Yeah.
just like the whole demeanor changed. And so then we got our photo taken, which I put up here, or what I've already put up so you can see it. And
it was fun.
got an autograph, and it was I wasn't going to do it, but she
I
had me go.
insisted.
She insisted, and then we went home and watched From Dusk Till Dawn after the show.
And it was memorable.
It was.
Yeah.
It's a thing that I'm never going to forget. And he is 86 and looking good for 86. So kudos, sir.
Yeah, he's looking good for any age.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean,
Not just 86.
I was like, what is
no
he like
way.
in his early 70s? And I looked it up and I went, whoa,
Yeah,
good job.
good genius
So anyway.
there. Boggy Creek. So I'm going to read the synopsis.
Yes.
When Jennifer's father dies in a horrific accident, she decides to visit his cabin in the small town of Boggy Creek with a few friends. However, legends say that beneath the waters of Boggy Creek lurks a deadly creature that comes out to murder men and abduct women. Jennifer and her friends now find themselves camping on the feeding grounds of the giant beast, turning their quiet trip into a desperate fight for survival.
I take issue with that.
I do too.
Because
It has nothing to do with underneath the waters.
Exactly. It makes it sound like there's like some sort of sea monster or crocodile or something along those lines. And
Water creature.
Nothing but Bigfoots.
Nothing but Bigfoot.
Big feet.
Oh, I can see what that is now.
Bigfoots. This is lots of feet that are large, and teeth. Lots of teeth.
Yeah.
And we actually did, like I said, that have a making of and some trailers. And the making of was more of a fly on the wall kind of behind the scenes thing. It wasn't so much an interview segment. They did a little bit of interviewing, but we got to see how they
never even went in the water, ever. Remember?
No, I don't even think they were down by the water.
They were in the boat.
Oh, they did get in the boat. That's right. They rode in like an airboat type sort of thing. But that was it. Yeah. Otherwise, they were camped back off away from the water, and they were in Texas, of all places. And I don't know. You think of Bigfoot, you think of like the northeastern states, like Oregon or something like that. Oregon? Not Oregon. That's not northeastern.
West
is what I meant.
Yes.
Sorry. Northeast, I mean, there are some cryptids up there, but northwest
I mean, there's
would be.
in the north and, whatever, there's some
like the
Bigfoots.
Arctic, you get like the Yetis and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it South Pole, North Pole? I don't remember.
South is south, honey.
No, I know where the Yetis are.
Oh, yeah.
I know where they're located.
I think they're like in the...
South Wales.
No, I think that they're in Asia.
Oh, they're overseas?
Yeah, like in the mountains, like Himalayan mountains and stuff. Isn't that where the Yetis are?
No, they're the cousins. Anyway, we're good enough on a cryptid. We like cryptids. My wife is a huge cryptids fan.
I am a cryptids fan.
So, trailer.
Yes, let's watch the trailer.
There is a trailer because it is on there. Made sure of that.
All right.
And
oh, where's the trailer? Well, to me, it's not a trailer at all.
Oh no.
Mm-mm. It's a pontoon boat.
Did you plan this?
No.
Oh, this is off the top of your head?
Yeah.
She's pretty good at that. It made it sound pre-planned.
Nope. It's a pontoon boat.
Okay.
Going through a bog.
Yeah.
And it's making like a foghorn noise.
Like a
yeah. I think he thought I said dog.
Yeah, I think you did too.
yeah. Like yeah. Is that okay? Ding ding.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
Oh my God. Me and me both know what did this, Sheriff.
Yeah, they was a good-looking bunch of kids.
There were 5 of them. They were staying down on the water. If I'd had my way, I would have warned them.
Nobody did.
just your way of trying to scare us off.
Told you I didn't do it.
But I am not going to be scared away.
I told you last night. There's something out there.
Oh, come on, man. What? You talking about that Bigfoot shit again?
If you care anything about these girls, get them out of here.
Run! Run!
Yeah.
We're back. Joel's got notes.
I do.
Yeah,
What'd you
but
think of
before
the
we do that,
trailer?
don't you got to talk about what you drew?
Yeah, but what'd you think of the trailer?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there's some flatulence.
There might be some flatulence in there. So every time that we watch films, I always take notes. Those notes are then collected to be shown at the end of the year to anyone who's interested.
I thought I printed mine out, but apparently it's still on my iPad.
I forgot to mention that they weren't down there, so...
It is what it is.
But I typically draw at least a picture while I'm note-taking. And Laura sometimes takes notes and sometimes draws. She's been very much consistently been doing it, her own version of notes, which are kind of cool. Which at some point, if I have the images, I can show you some of it. But you'll see them at the end of the year. We'll make another flip book for her too. But here's my notes.
The space is for rent.
Yeah, because there was usually I have lots and lots of notes, but I wrote very few in the bigger picture, so I had a space left.
You drew Ralph.
Yep, because I said, "What's a battle?" And so I drew Ralph because that's his line.
What's a battle?
Exactly, because one of the main characters' name
drew a Muppet.
Was Texas Battle. So I said, "What's a battle?"
A Muppet monster.
I drew a Muppet Bigfoot. It kind of looks like that one guy that he hangs out with like Sam the Eagle and stuff like that.
No, or blue. He's blue.
I thought
it's like
he
a
was
big blue monster.
Brown, but he looks. You can't see it from back there, but I like drawing. For some reason, I have a Muppet thing.
And you drew teepee for your bunghole.
Oh, and then because there was that whole thing with
toilet
paper where he was pooping and toilet paper happened.
Don't look at this part, but I drew two monsters.
I saw your Bigfoot last night, and poor guy, he's got a little 14-year-old mustache. But I was a fan. Oh, he says I'm old dirt tooth.
He's an old dirt tooth.
And then the other guy, I hadn't seen him before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I remember him. Where's he from? What's he?
I don't know.
What's his story?
Just like a baby one.
Oh, he's a Ute. He's a Ute foot. A Ute foot.
Yeah.
So this Boggy Creek is from 2010, currently sitting at 3.1 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database. This was directed and written, co-written, I should say, by Brian T. James, who is known for writing and directing Humans vs. Zombies, which there's a trailer for that on the film. Biohazard Patient Zero, he wrote and directed. Bigfoot Wars, which he only directed, oddly enough. And The Underneath, which he directed, which sounds like something underneath something. I don't know. Just called The Underneath. Hi, Bailey.
Bailey's being very cute. He's falling asleep while we're talking.
Then, am I that boring? Then this was co-written by Jennifer Minar, M-I-N-A-R, Minar, and this was her only credit. She wrote this and said, "I've done all I can do. I am out." I don't know what she did. So the stars, one Melissa Carnell, who was in a film called Just the Right Amount of Violence. What is the right amount?
Just that amount.
Apparently. Werewolf Rising. And All About the Money, which that's been on my list to watch for a while. It looks like a kind of a action comedy with some pretty decent names in it. Looks kind of goofy, but I've not watched it yet. And then, as I mentioned, this also stars one Texas Battle, who's done some stuff you might recognize, like MILF Money. No, you've not seen that film, but that is one of his films, MILF Money. What you might recognize is Final Destination 3.
Oh, yeah.
which about a year ago we went through the entire Final Destination series back to back to back to back. It was fun. And Wrong Turn 2 Dead End, as directed by the Joe Lynch. I'm a fan of Joe Lynch. But yeah, he did that one. The only good Wrong Turn movie. The rest are, I mean, the newest one was kind of clever, but you don't remember doing that?
No.
Yeah, I bought the set that has all of them, and then we just watched them back to back.
I do.
Not like all.
Do we
in
watch
one
them with your
day.
kid?
No, I don't think so. I mean, they may have seen little bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But we watched them over the course of a week or so.
Gotcha.
And then I put the last person's name in here just because I thought her name was fun. Jenny Shake Shaft. Sounds like she should be in other kinds of films.
Shake, shake, shake.
She was in Karma Police.
Shake, shake,
Wonder where they
shake.
got that title from. Shake your booty.
Shake your shaft.
Oh. She was in Mirrors 2, the sequel to the Alexander Aja film. It starred Kiefer Sutherland. This one did not star Kiefer, nor was it directed by Alexander Aja. She was in Wuss. That's WSS, like the derogatory statement for someone who is not strong, I guess. And she was on a show called Little Ellen, which was Ellen DeGeneres had a cartoon where she was a child. Guess what it did on the Internet Movie Database out of 10? Like, just take a wild guess.
1.
You're not far off. It was 1.8 out of 10. And this is not anything negatory towards Ellen. If you're a fan, more power to you. I just thought it was an odd choice for them to take someone who started out as a comedic actress and then went to have her very popular talk show for a long time. But then to also have a show where she's a little kid, it seems kind of odd.
It is very odd.
But I put the poster if you could see what it was. But then when I checked it out, I see why it didn't last very long. So at this point, my wife turns to me and she says,
"What did you think?"
And I say, I mean, it starts out with a 2010 remake of the song Run by Collective Soul by a band called Bentley, spelled Bentli. So how bad could it be? Plus, it has Bigfoot in it. The only problem is that Bigfoot is very much into assaulting people. We don't like that.
Like making other Bigfoots with women.
People. Yeah, this was kind of like if The Hills Have Eyes and Bigfoot had a baby, is what it felt like. Even with like their necklaces they had on and stuff, they looked like the characters from The Hills Have Eyes, but as big feet.
I concur. Like big, gnarly, grody teeth, broken teeth.
They looked very sentient, like they knew what was going on and they knew what they were doing. Yeah, they
would like rip people's faces off and eat them.
And their hearts. Yeah, except when they would they were killing people. It looked like they were doing other stuff to the people, and it was kind of like, whoa.
Yeah, they would eat the men and take the women.
Mm-hmm. And they would not finish their dinner, so there were just lots of leftover people lying out to rot when there's other Bigfoots starving in another part of the country. It's just rude. I don't like it. Oh, hi, Bailey. Sorry about that. He hit my mic with his little tail. The whole movie felt very strange. Like it had a weird vibe to it that I didn't enjoy.
It was boring.
Vibe. It was very, kind of slow.
It was slow paced, and the main character was really annoying.
The blonde girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's the one you're supposed to be in
mourning. Like her dad died, right? So when I read the synopsis or whatever, she's the one, like her dad died, and it says that, she takes some friends out to the cabin. She didn't want any of the friends to go. She wanted
Just
her best friend to go because she was going to her dad's cabin and like he died and like in a pretty like horrific way. And you don't find out like how he died until like way later in the movie. But it's a lot of her like crying and then like not wanting to talk to her mom because she's mad at her mom, and you never really quite find out why, but they have these like weird flashbacks to when she was a kid, and they just don't make sense really with the story. Like it has nothing to do with anything. You can clearly see that her parents got divorced and when she was little, and she loved her dad but was mad at her mom, but then like went with her mom and didn't see her dad for a long period of time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really relate. Like it doesn't.
It's trying to give her some sort of like
weird
depth to
backstory.
that
Yeah,
backstory,
and
it's not earned.
No, it's very like disjointed and not confusing because like you get what's happening, but like it's just,
You're talking about the low budget Julia Stiles.
Yes,
she did look like a low budget.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
They also had some filmmaking issues aside from the storytelling aspect, where there was a lot of day for night kind of things where we couldn't tell what it was supposed to be, whether it's supposed to be the daytime or the nighttime, because it kept flipping.
Time went weird, and then they were like Saturday, August 5th, like.
But they hadn't done that at the beginning. Like the start of the movie didn't say, Monday, August 2nd. It just started, and then that became a trope later on that they were telling you what days, but it never panned out to make any. Like there was no reason for it.
It made no sense.
I mean, if you're trying to show the passage of time, just go that it's daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime.
Yeah.
Or
it had no
the other.
Yeah. No reason, rhyme or reason, like why it was, Saturday, August 5th, and now it's Sunday, August 6th. It doesn't matter.
It seemed like they didn't know quite what they wanted to do, because I wrote down several times that I was very confused as to what was happening. They also, whoever wrote their Internet Movie Database credits, like wrote the character's name as the actor's real name, but their alternate name. So it was like their name, their character name, and then their alternate name that they were being acted under, but it was also listed as their character.
It was
name.
like Bigfoot as
David such and such.
David so and so. I was like, is Bigfoot playing David so and so? Like it was just
based on the end of it, I'm not
Whoever
sure.
wrote that didn't do a very great job.
Did not do a very good job. I also wrote "Happy Birthday, You're Single Now," because remember that it was her birthday and that person.
Was it her friend's birthday?
Whose birthday was it? It was somebody's birthday, and then like the guy like.
Oh, it was his wife. Are you talking about how his wife? It was like his.
Oh right, his wife was like, "I love you, but I'm leaving you now." And it was his birthday.
It was her dad.
So that's why I said, "Happy birthday, you're single now."
Yeah. It was weird.
The movie felt very 2010. Like there's a distinct feel to different generations. Like 1970s have a very specific feel. The 80s have a very specific feel. The early 2000s had a very specific thing with the like the new metal stuff and like the weird kind of way that they're shot.
Yeah, like the song choices and stuff that they put in were like really odd, and then
like the Collective Soul song is from 2004,
right?
But they did a remake from 2010, so it's like,
yeah, why?
What was the reason for it? They could have picked 100 other songs that maybe would have been more purposeful.
Maybe they just like could book Bentley and like they were like, hey, like this is the one song that we're able to cover.
I can't even find Bentley on the internet anywhere. Like I looked, I could not find them. So they must have been a really low budget band.
Yeah.
They also had weird shots that were sped up for some reason, and then they had that like wind chime lullaby at the very end.
Yeah.
Which you kind of you did eventually.
It lulled me to sleep.
Fell asleep, right?
Yes.
I'm not okay.
It was literally for like 1 second though, because like I remember the ending.
Yeah, you saw the actual ending because it's like for the last like 10 minutes, there's no dialogue. There's just this weird wind chime lullaby and noises, like ambient noises that are going on with the characters. And are we calling spoilers? Or are we just gonna?
I don't know.
Because the ending was awful.
It was awful.
Like it was bad.
Yeah.
I did not like the ending at all.
We're gonna pause.
All right, so the ending.
Yes.
Which we were talking about what had happened. Sorry, we had to take a quick pause. I'm throwing that out there just because I like to be open and honest.
He likes to edit.
Actually, I prefer not to edit. That's
true.
I'd rather tell them what happened. Okay, so we're going to say we're calling spoilers. So if you don't want to know what happened, shut your ears, put it on mute, whatever. But I just have to say, because it really annoyed the crap out of me. So the girl is being chased. The ambient noises happen.
Yep.
She ends up in a field with one Bigfoot.
Yep.
Who's looking at her menacingly, like he wants to do bad things to her.
Yep.
And then one by one, all the way around her, you see more Bigfoots appearing out of nowhere. There was a lot.
There was a lot.
It was like 15 or 20.
Yeah, like I said, I was starting to fall asleep, but I like was conscious enough that I was like, oh, I see all the Bigfoots. I know what's happening.
And there's a right up here. There's an overpass, like a well, not an overpass. There's a
highway.
There was a road. Looked like a pretty main road, like a little like hill down to where she was. There's trees all around her. So there's cars that potentially could go by at any point. So she's thinking she's out of the woods, all pun intended. And then I don't know how these Bigfoots are hiding that close to the road, but they're all just standing there, all surrounded her in a complete circle. And you're like, how's she going to get out of this?
She's not.
And she doesn't. One of the Bigfoots grabs her and you see her being pulled into the forest and the credits roll.
It was very anticlimactic.
I don't mind a downbeat ending.
Nobody survives.
But I just, you have to, I don't know, you have to at least care about the characters a little bit. I just felt bad for her because, nobody deserves that. But
I said the music is weird, characters are annoying, and the girlfriend is a dick.
She was.
Yeah, because the guy brought one of his girlfriends or whatever.
She's the only one that really kind of.
Oh yeah, that was the thing. Did I finish talking about that? Like where she didn't want anybody to be there, and then her friend that she invited her boyfriend and like this guy that's supposedly like her stepbrother, kind of foster brother.
Yeah,
and then he brought his girlfriend or whatever, and that girlfriend was an asshole.
Yeah, it was
dick, whatever.
It was an odd number of people, and then it became an even number of people, and then it became a lot of dead people.
Yeah, I said there was long, annoying shots of boating with loud music.
That's true. Kind of like Shark Night 3D.
Like, too much of that. One little boat trip was fine. There was nothing spooky about the boat trip. It was just them slow pontooning it through some lagoons for like 5 minutes.
The creature from the back lagoon.
Twice in the movie. So it's just like, why?
Padding the time, probably. Along with the flashbacks, maybe.
So dumb.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, do you want to give it a rating?
Yes, please.
Out of Stinky Toofs.
Oh, Stinky Toof.
Mm-hmm.
So out of 5 Stinky Toofs, I ended up giving it a 0.5.
I gave it a 0.
Wow. Even though you fell asleep, huh?
I said 0. Dumb.
The only reason I gave it the 0.5 was now I don't remember. Oh, the Collective Soul Song. That was it. Other than that, there was nothing that I don't ever need to see this film again. Or sorry, Anne, but I don't.
No. So if they don't want to watch this movie, I'm going to blow it up. If they don't want to watch this movie, but they do want to watch something else, what should they watch?
Well, I was trying to think of Bigfoot movies, but I've gone through all the Bigfoot movies that I've seen that I would recommend because there are other ones that I wouldn't recommend. So I went kind of with Bigfoot's cousin, and I went with 1974's Shriek of the Mutilated by Michael Finlay. If you've never seen it, it's on the shelf. It's a trip. The guy in the Bigfoot suit is hilariously awesome. It's a serious film, but it's about a college professor who brings a bunch of his students up to a cabin because they have a course in like cryptid studies or whatever, and they get up there and there's his like guy that works for him is a very weird character. It's not exactly culturally sensitive in this day and age, but and then bad things start to happen as the Yeti shows up and starts killing people. Mm-hmm. So if you've never seen it, it's fun. Check it out. I believe there was a sequel if I remember correctly, but Michael Finlay's films on the whole are fascinating. So recommended. Joel Bob says, check it out.
Awesome. What are we watching next week?
I'm going to blow up my notes too. You didn't have to make the noise. Next week out of the big box of fun is another Anne title. So Anne, thank you in advance.
Kiss of the Damned.
Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with Queen of the Damned or Damned If You Do, Damned If You Don't.
Her Love Will Never Die.
Oh no.
Oh, she's the vampire. And it says one of the best vampire films says The Blood Sprayer.
It's The Blood Sprayer. Bailey's like, he doesn't even know.
Oh, Fear Net.
Well, Fear Net.
Smart, stylish, and very sexy.
Are they even around anymore?
Fear Net.
They used to be like the Shudder before Shudder was Shudder. Incidentally, Shudder. Good job. We love Shudder.
Right. There's people in this, though.
Oh, yeah. This has at least 3 big name actors that people will recognize.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this because there's some like people in it.
There's peeps.
All right. Beautiful Vampire. I'm going to say Joanna. It's DJUNA.
Joanna? I'd say that's fair. Yeah.
tries to resist the advances of the handsome human screenwriter Paolo, but eventually gives in to their passion. When her seductive and highly volatile sister Mimi unexpectedly comes to visit, she threatens Joanna's new relationship, and the whole vampire community becomes endangered.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milo
curious now.
Ventimiglia is in it.
Yep. And Michael Rappaport.
Mm-hmm.
And one other name that I forgot now who it was. Female,
Josephine De La Bombe?
Nope.
Roxanne.
It's
Riley Keough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the other name. So we'll tell you more about them if you're not familiar with them next week when we discuss the film. I've already got some information. I keyed this in. So notes are already underway.
Yeah, I'm excited about Milo.
But this one actually will be
Milo.
interesting because we have 3 people in it, 2 that we both like and 1 that we have seen in several things already. So
yeah.
Yeah. So we've already given you where we're located. We've already given you all the information about where you can find us other than where we're located on the internet. So I think that's it.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. And until next time,
Keep it cheap and creepy, but not as cheap as that one because it's crappy.
bye.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going? We gotta finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Hey there, big guy. You know, you look a little tired. Why don't you come sit down over here? Yeah, come on. That's right, sit down.